Magyar szólások és közmondások angolul beszélőknek.
Hungarian sayings and proverbs for English speakers. Fate.
Minden szamár a maga terhét érzi.
Let's have a look at this one. Szamár, we've met before, and it's a donkey. Terhét can be a burden, it can be physical, like a weight. It can be more abstract, like debt or mortgage or even taxes. And it can also be pregnancy. But wait up, you're saying. Have you made a spelling mistake? That's not what's in the saying. This word is very strange. Terhét is the nominative or the subject. But when you change it to the accusative, the direct object, it becomes terhét. And the plural, terhét. And the possessive is terhét. So let's look at that again. Now we can see the link. It is one of three very unusual words in which the vowel in the last syllable was dropped and the sounds of the resulting consonant clusters change. So what else have we got? Minden means every. Maga is himself. And érzi means he, she, or it feels. Every donkey, its own, burden, his, object, feels. I know that's odd. Let's try it again. Every donkey feels its own burden. That is, people are aware of their hard fate. Let's have a look at burdens that come from this word. So as we said, the dictionary form is terhét, meaning burden, load or weight. There's another similar word, terhét, which has a more narrow meaning, just burden. Terhét aru are freight or goods, that is, loads that are carried somewhere. And they're carried in a terhét auto, a truck or a lorry. That is a load car. A person who carries a weight is a terhét hordó. A terhét bírás, if it's a thing, it's something that's heavy duty, and if it's a person, we usually say they have great stamina. So this is burden bearing. Terhét mentes is unencumbered. You will see mentes used in quite a few other contexts. It's quite a useful word. And terhét mente sheet is to unencumber something. For example, free from a mortgage. But there is a related set of words. The verb is terhét, and you terhét volumi vel, load with something or impose on someone. Terhét leis is a burden or a load. Terhét is something that is burdensome. Terhétlen is something that's unloaded. Changing tack completely, terhét hello is incriminating. And from this we have terhét, which is accused or charged, and it can also mean affected with a hereditary disease, from which we get terhétség, a hereditary disease. And terhétség is a pregnancy. Let's look at a reflexive pronoun, in particular maga. So magam is myself. In magam, shootetem est a shootement. I myself baked this cake. Magad is yourself, singular and formal. Rosszul érzed magad. That is, are you feeling unwell? Maga, him, her, itself, or yourself. This is also used as a pronoun somewhere between te and ön, but we won't get into that. Összeszedi magad is he pulled himself together. Magunk, ourselves. Magatok, yourselves, informal. Or magunk, him, her, itself, or yourselves, in a formal. I also want to look at happens when you have a possessive and an accusative. We've looked at accusatives before, and we've looked at possessives before. Accusative is the direct object of a verb, and that's a direct object in Hungarian. Sometimes things which are direct objects in English are not in Hungarian, and vice versa. So, látom a szamárat, I see the donkey. Notice that we've actually shortened the a to a o. That's just the way this noun goes. Third person singular. Possessive has an a or e at the end. You add a t to the a or e and lengthen the vowels. Talking about his donkey, szamara. And if we make that accusative, szamárát. Beer, sure. He drinks the beer. For his beer, we add an e, and then we lengthen the e and add a t to make it accusative. You drink his beer. Garden, cat. He digs the garden. His garden, instead of just adding an e, for garden you actually add a je, but the same thing, lengthen the e to add a t to make the accusative. He digs his garden. And picking back up on what we're doing with the reflexive pronouns, he himself digs his garden. Nobody else. Maga. So with the first and second person, you add either an at or an et. Now this is much narrower than what you actually get with the accusative in general, but that's what we have. If you've already got an ending on it, this is what we're going to do. So, my horse lovam, my horse accusative, lovamot. He stole my horse. Relative, here you have an O as a linking vowel, but you still use at to make it an accusative. They praise my relative. My sister, strictly my older sister, it's a front vowel word, so we're using a linking vowel of E, and then we add et in it. I love my sister. So if you do your singular, you add an ad and then a t. I see your donkey. He drinks your beer. Notice here the linking vowel for the possessive is an the linking vowel for the accusative is a e. So the direct object always has either a linking vowel of a or e. And your garden, we dig your garden. Notice in all of these that we are using the definite form of the verb. But accusative ending is not needed for the first and second person singular. It's optional. So you can actually get rid of them. But the important point is it's for the first and second person singular. The ending is optional. It's not optional for the plural. So if you're saying my horse, you've got a choice. Ellopja a lovamot or ellopja a lovam. Both means he stole my horse or she stole my horse. If it's our horse, you don't have a choice. You have to use the at. Same with donkey. Your donkey, I see your donkey. I've got a choice of two. But if it's your plural donkey, then you don't have a choice, you have to use the AT.
Minden szamár a maga terhét érzi.
So every donkey feels its own burden, and everyone knows their own hard fate. My hard fate is forgetting more words than I can remember. So you need to practice every day. Practice